Grigori Yefimovich Rasputin, known as the Indestructible Monk, is one of the most enigmatic and controversial figures in Russian history. His life, full of mystery and contradictions, has been the subject of countless legends and speculation. Born on January 22, 1869, in the small village of Pokrovskoye, located in the Tobolsk region of Siberia, Rasputin grew up in humble surroundings. From a young age, he showed a peculiar character and an inclination towards spirituality and mysticism, which led him to adopt the lifestyle of a wandering pilgrim. Rasputin did not come from a religious family in the traditional sense, but from an early age he showed an interest in religion and spiritual practice. At the age of 18, he married Praskovia Dubrovina, with whom he had 3 children. However, his family life failed to satisfy his growing desire to explore the spiritual world. In 1892, Rasputin left home to embark on a series of pilgrimages that would take him across vast regions of Russia and eventually to other countries. During his travels, Rasputin immersed himself in various religious and mystical practices. He visited monasteries, participated in rituals, and met with people of different spiritual beliefs. It was during these pilgrimages that Rasputin began to develop his reputation as a holy man and healer. He was said to have the gift of clairvoyance and the ability to perform miracles, which attracted many followers and admirers. In 1904, Rasputin arrived in St. Petersburg, the capital of the Russian Empire. His arrival coincided with a period of great social and political upheaval. The imperial family, especially Tsarina Alexandra, was desperate to find a cure for the hemophilia suffered by her son, Tsarevich Alexei. Hemophilia was a little-known disease at the time, and there were no effective treatments available. The Tsarina, desperate to save her son, was willing to try anything. Rasputin was introduced to the royal family by Grand Duchess Militsa Nikolaevna, who believed in his healing powers. The Tsarina, initially skeptical, decided to give him a chance. Rasputin, with his charismatic presence and reassuring words, managed to gain the Tsarina's trust. Through his prayers and advice, the Tsarevich seemed to experience an improvement in his condition. This apparent success consolidated Rasputin's position at the imperial court, making him an influential figure in Russia's political and social. Rasputin's influence at court was viewed with suspicion by many. The nobility and politicians viewed him as an opportunist and a charlatan, who exerted a malign influence on the Tsarina and, by extension, Tsar Nicholas II. Accusations of corruption, immorality, and manipulation began to circulate, fueling resentment toward. Rasputin was known for his excesses, including his fondness for alcohol and licentious behavior, which contrasted sharply with his image as a whole. As the political situation in Russia deteriorated, Rasputin's presence at court became increasingly controversial. His political advice, which was often based on his visions and premonitions, was viewed with suspicion and disdain by many. The belief that Rasputin had an inordinate influence over the Tsarina, and therefore the Tsar, fueled the perception that he was a threat to Russia's future. On December 17, 1916, Rasputin was assassinated in a plot organized by a group of Russian nobles, including Prince Felix Yusupov and Grand Duke Dmitry Pavlovich. The plan to assassinate him was drawn up with the aim of freeing the royal family from his influence. On the night of the murder, Rasputin was invited to a meeting at the Yusupov Palace, where he was poisoned with cyanide, which was supposedly found in the cakes and wine offered. However, Rasputin showed no signs of poisoning, leading his assassins to shoot him several times. Despite being severely wounded, Rasputin was still alive when he was thrown into the Neva River. Rasputin's body was found days later, and post-mortem examination revealed that his death was caused by drowning. This fact, along with his resistance to assassination attempts, cemented his legend as the Indestructible Monk. Rasputin's death did not achieve the expected results, as the political situation in Russia continued to deteriorate, culminating in the February Revolution of 1917 and the abdication of the Tsar. The figure of Rasputin remains the subject of fascination and debate. His life and death have been interpreted in various ways, from a simple peasant who managed to influence the imperial court to a symbol of the decadence and corruption of the Tsarist regimes. In any case, Rasputin is a figure who embodies the mystery and complexity of a turbulent time in Russian history. His legacy lives on in popular culture, where he is portrayed as an almost supernatural character, capable of defying death and exerting influence beyond his. The fascination with Rasputin is not limited to his life, but also extends to his death. The story of his assassination is as intriguing as his life. The details of the plot, the execution, and the circumstances of his death have been the subject of speculation and analysis. Some believe the murder was an act of desperation by the nobility, while others see it as a symbol of the power struggle in pre-revolutionary Russia. In short, the story of Rasputin is a mix of reality and myth, of documented fact and legend. His influence at the imperial court, his mysterious death, and his enduring legacy make him a unique figure in history. Rasputin, the indestructible monk, remains an enigma, a character who defies convention and expectations, and whose life and death continue to capture the imagination of generations.